Good morning. Let's start the topic. So to start with, the very first topic that we'll take today is about the multi-state cooperative societies. Cooperative society play a very important role in India's rural development. Cooperative is a provision in DPSP, and Mahatma Gandhi promoted cooperation among the people for development of the rural areas. Okay, so rural development depends upon the success of cooperative societies. Class class online class कौन? अच्छा, हाँ. So the cabinet approved setting up a national level multi-state cooperative seed society, multi-state cooperative organic society, and multi-state cooperative export society. Earlier it was only cooperative provide finance for agriculture, but right now, so cooperative have been diversified because specialization has developed. So cooperative seed society, multi-state cooperative organic society, multi-state cooperative export society. One provides seed, the organic society, organic farming, and for export. Fine. So under the Multi-State Cooperative Society Act 2002. Okay. So what is a multi-state seed society? It will act as an apex organization for production, procurement, processing, and branding, labeling, packaging, storage, marketing, and distribution of quality seeds, strategic research and development, and to develop a system for class interview. Sorry, this is ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଚାଲିଛି ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କିଂ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ କ୍ଲାସ୍ କୁ ଦେବି 004 ଯେ ଥିବ ସାର୍ ମୋତେ ଖୋଜିକି ଗପୁନି ଆସିବ. Okay, so this seed cooperative will focus on seed production, seed procurement, seed processing, seed branding, labeling of the packaging, storage, etc. Because quality seed is one of the most important requirement for agriculture. Providing quality seed is one of the most important requirement in the agricultural development, because and the seed are also in looking at the Indian seed market. Many multinational companies have entered into the seed market in India, and they are exploiting Indian farmers. If the seed sector can be developed through cooperative society, so farmers will be able to get the seed at a reasonable price. That is why the seed cooperatives are right now being promoted through this government declaration. Right? Government want to promote seed cooperatives. Okay. Second is primary to national level cooperative society can become a member. All these cooperatives will have their elected representatives in the board of the society as per its bylaws. Quality seed production through this national level seed cooperative society will increase the agriculture production in the country. So what is the advantage? Quality seed production through this national level seed cooperative society will increase the agricultural production in the country, because seed is one of the prime requirement in agriculture as an input. And so quality seed provided through the cooperative society at a reasonable rate will definitely encourage farmer to go for procuring seeds from them. Okay, then multi-state cooperative organic society. Right now, farming is more on organic, promoting organic farming. Okay, okay. So the cooperative society will manage various activities related to organic sector by providing certified and authentic organic products. It will help in unlocking demand and consumption potential of organic products in domestic as well as in global markets. Fine, organic products, not only organic fertilizer, but organically harvested products. Okay, because we don't have a separate yet demarcated mechanism for products which are organic and which are chemical. That means, so which, sir, sir, good to पहुंच जाओ गाड़ी, sir. Okay, so it will help in unlocking demand and consumption potential of organic products in domestic as well as global market, because so global market there is a demand for organic products right now, and Indian market has not yet been branded on that organic and in that chemically produced products. But so if this is properly branded and segregated, then a market will be created for this. This is what is being promoted. So through this organic branding product on the organic lines. Fine. So this will be promoting the organic sector in the country. Okay. So next, the society will also help cooperative and ultimately the farmer members in getting benefits of high price of organic products through aggregation, branding and marketing on large scale by facilitating testing and certification at the affordable cost. The cooperative society will also provide institutional support and arranging financial assistance. Okay. So what it will do, it will also arrange financial assistance. Okay. To the organic farmers through its member cooperatives, including primary agricultural cooperative, credit society, farmers producer organization, etc. FPO is being promoted right now. Farmers can go for creating FPOs, and the FPO will not only go for this production, but they will also facilitate value addition. Okay, so they will go for value addition of the products, and that will give them more remuneration. Okay, value addition will add to more remuneration. Fine. This is what is the cooperative development and the cooperative sector development. Fine. Okay, so it will take up all promotion and development related activity of the organic products with the help of various schemes and agencies of the government. It will empanel accredited organic testing labs and certification bodies who meet the criteria specified by the society to bring down the cost of testing and certification. Because in India, yet the organic products have not been properly branded or certified. That is why the farmers who are cultivating the organic method, they are not getting remunerative price. and in comparison to the chemically produced products. So they sell at the same rate, but the organic farming being costly and the production comparatively less, so if they get higher price, they will be more motivated. So this will definitely go for this accreditation and certification of the organically produced products, organically cultivated products, and that separate branding and separate segregation will give it a big market boost. The society will manage entire supply chain of organic products produced by cooperative and related entity through member cooperatives. Okay. Then the third one is the multi-state cooperative export society. This is for export. The proposed society will provide thrust to exports for cooperative sector by acting as an umbrella organization for carrying out and promoting exports. So what it will do? It will go for thrust to export from cooperative sector by acting as an umbrella organization for carrying out. Okay, so promoting export. So export promotion will be the focus of this society. Okay, okay. This will also help in achieving the goal of Sakar say Samriddhi. Okay, because export will promote. Okay, so this will also help in achieving the goal of Sakar se Samriddhi through the inclusive growth model of the cooperatives. Right? Cooperative society for export promotion will definitely add value to the exports, and export promotion will bring fortune, good luck for the country in the that in the manner of increase foreign exchange reserve for the country. Higher export through the proposed society will increase production of goods and services by the cooperative at various levels through leading to more employment in the cooperative sector. Increase export of cooperative products would also promote Make in India through leading a Atmanirbhar Bharat. Multi-State Cooperative Society Act 2002. The cooperative are state subject, but there are many society which are such as those for sugar and milk, bank, milk unions, etc., whose members and area of cooperation are spread across more than one state. They are called the multi-state cooperative society. Okay, when a cooperative society sphere is beyond the particular state boundary, it is called the multi-state cooperative society. Fine. Okay, so if the domain of the cooperative society is beyond one state, but beyond one state or spread over more than one state. Okay, for example, most sugar mills along the district on the Karnataka Maharashtra border produce cane from both the states. They are called the multi-state cooperative societies. They draw their membership from both the states and they are thus registered under the Multi-State Cooperative Society Act. Their board of directors has representation from all the states they operate in. Administrative and financial control of this society is with the central register, with the law making it clear that no state government official can wield any control on them. Maharashtra had the highest number of such society, followed by Uttar Pradesh and New Delhi, 133. Credit societies constitute the bulk of the registered society, followed by agro-based one, which includes sugar mill, spinning mill, etc. But is first credit society. They provide credit for agriculture. Their number is highest, and it is followed by the sugar mills and also spinning mills. Right. So these are normally credit society, cooperative sugar factory, and cooperative weaving society are more in multi-state cooperative sector because their operations spread over more than one state. Right. History of Indian cooperative movement. India's cooperative movement originated in the agriculture and related sector as a means for farmers to pool their resources to prevent exploitation by moneylenders. According to the International Cooperative Alliance, cooperative are people-centered enterprises jointly owned and democratically controlled by and for their members to realize their common economic, social and cultural needs and aspirations. Article 43B of the Constitution inserted by 97th Amendment said that states shall endeavor to promote voluntary formation, autonomous functioning, democratic control and professional management of the cooperative societies. Fine. What? See, endeavor to promote voluntary formation. They should be formed voluntarily. Then autonomous functioning. They should function autonomously beyond the control of the state government. Democratic control. Elections should be regularly held and that. Professional management. They should manage professionally. Fine. This is the need of the expectation as per the provisions of the cooperative societies. They should be democratic, they should be representative, they should be voluntary, okay, they should be autonomous. Fine. Like, okay, cooperative in India range from those providing credit to those producing, procuring or marketing products like the fertilizer, milk, sugar, and fish. All India Fertilizer Corporation (IFCO), Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative (IFCOs), the has around a third of the market share in fertilizer. It is a cooperative. Well, Gujarat Amul is a highly profitable dairy cooperative which produces Amul brand. Fine. According to the Ministry of Cooperation, there are around 8.5 lakh cooperatives in India with about 1.3 crore people directly attached to them. So, in India, there are 8.5 lakh cooperative societies, and 1.3 crore people are directly associated with the cooperative movement in the country. So either they are the person who borrow money from the cooperative, or who contribute to the other development through the cooperative. At the National Center for National NCUI data from 2018, the percentage of the cooperative members in proportion to the total population increased from 3.8% in 2051 to 22.2% in 1916-17. Because people are becoming aware about cooperative movement and their contribution. Okay, that is why cooperative are gaining popularity every year. Okay, with each passing years. Okay, okay. So their number is increasing because of their increasing popularity. Formalization. India's cooperative movement has formalized at the end of the 16th and 19th century, inspired by the German model of agricultural credit banks. In 1904, the British government in India enacted the Cooperative Credit Society Act in 1904. Okay, the pre-independent India. Fine. While this act deals society with the extension of credit, the sector was opened off to other activity in 1912. Administrative reforms in 1919 transformed cooperative to provincial control. After independence, the farmers of the constitution placed the frame of the constitution frame cooperative in the state list. Right now, cooperative is in the state sector or the state subject. So, state government can make law to regulate the function of the cooperative society in India, because cooperative is at present in the state list. State government were authorized to make law regulating the cooperative society. They came to be considered instrument for socio-economic development and became an essential focus of the initial five-year plans. State made their own law to regulate cooperative within their jurisdictions, but in 1984, the multi-state cooperative societies where act was enacted by parliament to consolidate a different law at the central level. Multi-state cooperative society amendment bill 2022, to plug the loopholes in the multi-state cooperative society act, the center introduced a bill seeking to amend the 2002 law for more transparency and increase the ease of doing business, because cooperative sector has been big prospect. So in the multi-state cooperatives domain, government decided to bring them under more central regulation. Right. Okay. The plug loopholes in the MSCC Act, the center introduced a bill seeking to amend the 2002 law for more transparency and increase the age of doing business. The amendment have been introduced to improve governance, reform the electoral process, strengthen monitoring mechanism, and enhance transparency and accountability. Next topic. Class studies. Changes in the board of directors. The bill seek to improve the composition of the board and ensure financial discipline, besides enabling the raising of funds in multi-state cooperative society. The bill provides for the creation of a central cooperative election authority to supervise the electoral functions of the multi-state cooperative societies. The authority will have a chairperson, vice chairperson, and up to three members appointed by the center. Another provision make it possible to override the board of directors of the society and the appointment of an administrator, not necessarily a member of the collective. The bill seeks to amend Section 17 of the Principal Act to allow the merger of any state cooperative society with an existing multi-state cooperative society. Fine. This is what. So any state cooperative society can be merged with the multi-state cooperative societies. Fine. Existing multi-state cooperative societies. Merger will make them more stronger. It envisages the creation of a cooperative rehabilitation, reconstruction and development fund for the revival of the sick multi-state cooperative society, financed by existing profitable multi-state cooperative society, which will have to deposit either rupees 1 crore or 1% of the net profit. In order to make the governance of this society more democratic, okay, so more democratic, to make their functioning more democratic. Okay, so the order to make the governance of the society more democratic, transparent, and accountable, the bill has provisions for appointing a cooperative information officer and a cooperative ombudsman. To promote equity and inclusiveness, provisions relating to the representation of women and scheduled caste, scheduled tribes members of the MSME boards have been included. Okay, that means so they have been included to add the provisions relating to the representation of the women and scheduled caste, scheduled tribes members in the that multi-state cooperation board, which have been included because their presentation will make it more democratic. The bill make only members eligible to be elected to the board as a, or as office bearers of the cooperative. Only member, because being cooperative, only member will be allowed to uh, bear offices. Okay, non-members cannot be office bearers. So the provision is that only members of the society can be. Okay, so only so the members of the only members they only can. Okay, active members have been defined as those who are availing a minimum level of services from the society and have attended at least three consecutive general meetings. They are active members. The bill also increases the penalty amount of violating the law to rupees 1 lakh and potential imprisonment from 6 months to 1 year in case anyone violates the law. Okay, so this will led to imprisonment, financial fine, or imprisonment to make the law more stringent. Okay, because cooperative, if the law are not made stronger. Okay, the bill also increase the penalty amount because More penalty provision will bring more streamlining of the system, because less penalty is not creating a pure psychosis in the mind. So they are taking any frauds are happening. Okay, this is about the cooperative system in the country, and the provision of improving the system to bring them uh, into a better format. Fine. Then Pineapple Express, the next topic on environment and climate change. Okay, so forecast said the rain arriving in California is being caused by a true Pineapple Express, a specific example of a common atmospheric phenomena that resembles a conveyor belt of moisture. Over the past weeks, California and other parts of West Coast have been hit with a series of hot meteoroids called atmospheric rivers, long, narrow regions in the atmosphere that transport most of the water vapor outside the tropics, like river in the sky, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, okay, of USA. So they bring all the vapors in a very limited way, like a river carrying the waters. This bring the entire water vapor in a limited way to specific places. Right? Each pineapple express a common phenomenon. These rivers in the sky occur often on the west coast, but can happen in other locations, including the eastern United States, where they often channel moisture from the Caribbean, and they carry a lot of moisture, that is enough water vapor to equal or sometimes exceed the average flow of the Mississippi River at the point where it flows into the Gulf of Mexico. When this moisture begins to interact with land, it can fall as rain or snow. Often, as it is the case lately in California, the precipitation is abundant because these atmospheric rivers provide a continuous flow of moisture. So, as these atmospheric oceans, the rivers, they provide continuous flow of water. So, that particular area is severely affected by the phenomenon. Although atmospheric river came in different shape and size, for one to be a true pineapple express, location matters. The tail end, where the moisture is pulled into the atmosphere, must start near Hawaii. Then the river must stretch continuously through the atmosphere to the US west coast. What happens as a result? Whether an atmospheric river is a pineapple express or not, the result is something like conveyor belt for precipitation. That conveyor belt carry the goods from one place to the other. Okay. So similarly, okay. Okay. So that is most important thing. Fine. Okay. So, but where the river are particularly strong or came back to back in what are called atmospheric river families, the effects can be serious, like the extensive flooding that California is experiencing right now. Flood, because moisture is being carried like a river. So this is being drained to the land and from the atmosphere, and that is leading to so heavy snowfall in the form of a river, leading to miserable life. Okay. The next topic is the NOTAM system. Thousands of flights within into and out of United States are delayed or cancelled due to technical glitch. Recently, the U.S. Federal Aviation Administrator system, which alerts pilots and other flight personnel about hazards or any changes to airport facility, service and relevant products, was not processing updated information. The Civil Aviation Regulator said so. In addition to the FAA said that the NOTAM, notice to all emission system, has failed. There are no immediate estimate for when it would be back. The website showed through the NOTAM issue before the outrage are still viewable. However, hours of delay, the FAA claimed that normal operations have resumed. Notice containing essential information concerning the flight operation is called NOTAM. According to that Federal Aviation Authority, NOTAM is a notice containing information essential to personnel concerned with flight operations but not known far enough in advance to be publicized by other means. Okay, NOTAM indicate the real time and abnormal status of the national airspace system impacting every user. No terms concern the establishment, conditions, or change of any facility, service, procedure hazard in the national administrative that national airspace system. NOTAM has a unique language using special contractions to make communication more efficient. Which is the code words: traffic, purpose, scope, upper limit, coordinates, radius, etc. Without NOTAM, aeroplanes are at risk of drowning into flood of birds or remaining unaware of slippery conditions on runway. For example, NOTAM are listed locations which with pilot needing to check 25 nautical miles to either side of your field route of flight for relevant NOTAMs. An example of a NOTAM: the system relay information about changes in conditions such as weather, volcanic activity, airspace restrictions, and other factors, as well as unusual events such as parachute jumps, rocket launches, and military exercise. It also advises pilot to extraordinary situations at airports, including icing, malfunctioning lights, and presence of flocks of birds, reporting sample flight. The Federal Aviation Authority runs a centralized NOTAM system which display on a monitor relevant information according to the scheduled flight path. However, as with any centralized system, glitches, failures have a widespread impact. If such a centralized system is again, hello. Okay. The Federal Aviation Authority runs centralized NOTAM system which display on a monitor relevant all these relevant information required to operate. Okay. is the system. Then the Federal Aviation Authority runs a centralized modem system which display on a monitor relevant information according to the scheduled flight path. However, as with any centralized system, so glitches, possibility of interruptions are there. Okay. Then the next is about the Surat missile system. The Defense Acquisition Council recently accorded acceptance of necessity to procure the very short-range air defense system or IR homing Surat, a missile system designed and developed by the Defense System Development Organization among other weapon systems for Army and Navy at a total cost of 4,276 crore. The development comes amid the ongoing military standoff with China and the LSE in the eastern Ladakh and report of their air violation with China along the line of actual control last year. Fine. Okay. However, there has been little progress on the front that it has been put on hold for now with a strong government pitch for Atmanirbhar self-dependence in defense. The latest agreement on ANO granted to procurement of the DRDO developed commercial test fire. What is the missile system? Meant to kill low altitude aerial threats at short range, Coastal is a man-portable air defense system designed and developed indigenously by the DRDO's Research Center Imrat, Hyderabad. Okay, Imart. In collaboration with the DRDO laboratory and Indian industry partners. The DRDO in September 2022 conducted two successful test flights of the Sarodas missiles from the ground-based portable launchers at the integrated test range Chandipur of the coast of Odisha. So they have already been tested. Fine. By DRDO earlier, and right now it's time for self their introduction. As per the Defense Ministry, the missile, which is propelled by a dual thrust solid motor, incorporates many novel technology, including miniatured reaction control system and integrated avionics, which were successfully proven during the test conducted in 2022. And DRDO has designed the missile and its launcher in a way to ensure easy portability. How will it help India? Being man portable and lightweight compared to the other missile system in the Army's armory, it can be deployed in the mountainous close to the LSC to the short notice. When it comes to man-portable air defense missile, there was a critical gap in the Army's inventory, especially for the eastern and northern borders, through not so much for the western borders with Pakistan, for which India had the Soviet vintage OSA missile system. Okay, so it is being used earlier in the Pakistan border. For the Indo-China border, we need more sophisticated inventory, and government has started procuring it. So from the DRDO on the indigenous developmental path. Other like the Akash certain surface to air missile system are heavier with a theater air defense umbrella up to 25 kilometers and can be deployed further away from the LSC for static formations that may not be best bet for mountains. When inducted, there will be critical air defense missiles for the forces, even for unequipped infantry units, and will be the best option for mountain warfare. In view of the recent development along the northern borders, there is a need to focus on effective air defense weapon systems which are man portable and can be deployed quickly in rugged terrains and okay, and maritime domain. Okay, the procurement of Surat as a robust and quickly deployable system will strengthen India's air defense capability. Okay, that is the advantage of this. Okay. In view of the recent development along the north borders, there is a need to focus on effective air defense weapon system which are man portable and can be deployed quickly in rough terrain and maritime domain. The procurement of this SORAD as a robust and quickly deployable system will strengthen India's air defense capability. Then the Indian skimmer, as per Bombay Natural History Society, the Godavari estuary in Andhra Pradesh has become a prime and safe habitat for the Indian skimmers. Okay, so the Indian skimmer grow to length of 40 to 35 cm. It is a black upper part, white forehead, collar and lower part, long, thick, deep orange gill with a yellow tip and longer lower mandible. In a flight, it has a white trailing edge to wing and a short forked tail with blackish central features. It breeds colonially on large, exposed and sandbars and islands. Colonies of mating pairs can be observed nesting on sandy islands or open sandbanks. What is the trade to its habitat degradation due to exploitation and degradation of rivers and lake through fishing, transportation, domestic use, irrigation schemes, and pollution from agricultural and industrial chemicals. Excessive and widespread increase in disturbances. The damming of the Chambal River in upstream Rajasthan have adversely affected its population. The Godavari estuary, is situated at the place where 1,330 km long Godavari meets the Bay of Bengal on the east coast of India in the state of Andhra Pradesh. River Godavari divides the downs Daloswaram into two principal distributaries, the Vasishtha and the Gautami, which includes a wide delta between them. The online gaming industry grew at a compound annual growth rate of 38% in India between 2017 2020, as opposed to 8% in China and 10% in the USA. Further, it is expected to grow at a CAGR of 15% to rupees 153 billion in revenue by 2024, as per the report of VC firms, Scotia and management consultancy company BCG. Problematic gaming behavior, online gaming. Discuss the need for regulation addressing issues to online gaming in India and suggest potential approach for addressing these challenges. Online gaming refers to playing video games over the internet with other players. This can be done through a computer, through a gaming console or smartphone at each connected to the internet. It allows player to interact with each other. Okay, online gaming allows a player to interact with each other and compete in real time regardless of their location. It has become increasingly popular in recent years with the proliferation of high-speed internet connections and the availability of a wide range of games to choose from. The online gaming industry grew at a compound annual growth rate of 13% in India between 2017 and 2020, as opposed to 8% in China and 10% in USA. Further, it is expected to grow at CAGR of 15% to reach 150 billion in revenue by 2024, as a report by BC Firm, Square, and the management consultancy BCG. The challenges, okay, problematic gaming behavior. Online gaming can be addictive and can lead to problematic gaming behavior which can negatively impact an individual's personal, social, and professional life. This can be particularly concerning for children and young people who may be more vulnerable to developing addictive behavior. But the draft rules of online gaming, the proposed rules have been introduced as an amendment to the Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Rules 2021. Online games will have to register with a self-regulatory body, and only games cleared by the body will be allowed to legally operate in India. Online gaming company will not be allowed to engage in betting on the outcome of games. The online gaming platform will also have a appoint a compliance officer who will ensure that the platform is following norms. Government regulations, in case where such regulation is not effective, government may need to step in and regulate the industry in order to protect consumers and address challenges such as cybersecurity risk and problematic gaming behavior among the addicts, because those who are Okay. So it is important for the government and other stakeholders to carefully consider the potential risk and benefit of online gaming and to take a balanced approach to regulation that help to ensure the safety and well-being of players who also allow the industry to thrive. Fine. Coming to the questions, the Indian schemers ban existence is threatened by which of the following? One is sand mining, then multitude of dams and rivers, then overfishing and pollution, and feral dogs. So all these four are threat to this particular Indian skimmer bats. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 is the right answer D. With reference to cooperative society, consider the following statement. Both multi-state cooperative society and the state cooperative society come under the Indian government. Okay, so this is not correct. All members of the cooperative society have equal rights in handling the internal affairs. That is right. Okay, so the surplus generated by the society is dispensed equally among the members. That is also right. Recently, the Union Cabinet has approved to setting up and promoting a national level cooperative society for organic products under the Multi-State Cooperative Society Act 2002. Which of the following whole of the government approach? So, 2, 3, 4 are correct, but one is incorrect. So, answer will be B, 2, 3, 4. With reference to Defence Acquisition Council, consider the following statement. It is the final decision-making body for defence policy or expenditure. Minister of Defence is the chairperson of the Defence Acquisition Council. All members of the Cabinet Committee on Security are ex-officio member of the Defence Acquisition Council. Okay. So Defence Minister is not his chairperson. Okay. So it is so this it is a final it is on procurement, not on defence policy or expenditure. Okay, this is not correct. So Minister not correct. Okay, this is okay. So and two each correct. All members of the cabinet committee are security are experts from which no. This is so 1 and 3 okay, are not correct. Okay, 1 and 3 are not correct. Referring to Sarod IR homing missile system consider the following statement. The very short range air defense system it has been developed by DRDO. Okay, so question number 4. Okay, so which of the above statement is correct? Very short range air defense system. Okay, not with Russia. So it is developed by DRDO, but not with Poland. So it is indigenously developed. So B is incorrect. So 2 is incorrect. Only 1 is correct. So answer will be A. Then a glass and is recently seen in news associated with which of the following country? We have got it from Russia. NOTAM system recently seen in news, which of the following statement is related to it? A soil moisture sensor that measures current soil moisture, first of its kind and state-of-art fully automated bio-based coastal observation and water quality now casting system, main portable air defense system designed and developed and used by DRDO. It is a notice filed with an aviation authority to alert aircraft pilots of potential hazards. Okay, so 6 the answer will be D, which is a pilot alert system. D. With reference to the atmospheric rivers, which the news recently for the following. They occur when water vapors into the air and is carried out along by the wind, forming long currents that flow in the sky like rivers flow on land. One of the most well-known atmospheric river is the Pineapple Express,
ribbon of water vapor that begins in the Hawaii, where warm conditions help evaporate ocean waters into atmosphere. It regularly brings rain to California and other parts of the western United States, especially during the winter cooler month. Okay, so in this one, two, three, all are correct. Recently, 19th meeting of the National Board of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises was concluded. With reference to this board, consider the following. It is a statutory body, right? Okay. It is specialized body under the administration of the Prime Minister's office. No, it is not under the Prime Minister. MSM is a separate agency. Anti-dumping duty is a protectionist tariff that a domestic government imposes on foreign imports that is believed are priced after the fair market value. Okay, that is okay. So this is not correct. Okay, IMF play an important role in the regulation of anti-dumping duty. WTO not IMF, so both are incorrect. Neither one nor two are correct. Then define local committee. Local committee is define a new community as a scheduled tribe. So the local committee recommends which new community will be a scheduled tribe under the Indian system. Okay, that is why the local committee is there.